Salutations, one and all. I am TkInGeneral. I thought with doing my nerdgasm about E3 and talking about recovering from E3 earlier on today, I thought I'd kind of give a detailed review on what I personally thought about the downright war between PlayStation and Xbox. So I'm going to give my kind of like detailed review on what happened on the day of the Xbox briefing and also what PlayStation had to offer and what I personally think. So I've got it all literally scripted here, so I'm just going to start off. So I'm just going to read it as we go. So here we go. Personally, to start things off with this review, I have heard about this conference that was going to be happening for a long time, and it was going to be happening on Monday, the 15th of June. And when I got home from college because I had to help with some interview show or whatever, I scrolled through my emails and I got an email from Xbox saying about the E3 conference. Then I looked at the time, and I looked at the time of the conference, and it actually said half five, 5:30 British Standard Time. And I was like, wait, what? So, oh, it's nearly 5 o'clock. It's only like half an hour away. I was like, you know what? I want to see what Halo 5 Guardians has to offer, so fuck it, why not? I may as well go ahead and do it. Um, so let's just, and then I opened up a separate tab, got Halo, got the review, got the conferencing up, and literally right off the bat, Halo 5 Guardians. Okay, let's just get my concerns out of the way with, and oh my god, what a game this will be. The graphics, fantastic. The visuals, great. New additions into the game, look and sound so creative and so incredible that I actually think that Halo 5 Guardians will be a fantastic game. Like with Spartan Lock, when I had the risk communicator, which I can actually tell like where weapon caches are and what has happened in the past, and also where Master Chief's last assault rifle was. Like, what? How can you tell that was Chief's? It's probably very advanced and all that. So, well, what do you expect? It's in the 2500s. I probably won't live till then. But no, that was really good. I love that Halo 5 was the first thing on show. You can't miss the golden age. You know what I mean? You can't miss the golden boy of Xbox. Then they talk about a new game mode called Warzone, which I believe is kind of like Spartan Ops mixed in with big team battle, mixed in with domination. It's like, and it actually works off really well. 24 players, AI controlled adversaries, and it's like, oh, actually, that actually would fit together pretty well. So I can't wait to get my hands on the multiplayer. Not only that, to see Search and Destroy finally, but with just the players. So that's good and on. Then, well, I already said in the videos prior that I did get my pre-order, so now I'm actually glad I did. Then Phil Spencer, the lovely man himself, came along, and he said the one thing that I was preaching about in my nerdgasm and what Xbox customers have been preaching about for the past year and a half: backwards compatibility with the Xbox One to Xbox 360. Now, I did have a conversation prior with one of my friends about backwards compatibility for the original Xbox, but then I was just sitting there like, why have it for all consoles when the Xbox 360 had over 1100 games that have been released, and you're telling me that you gotta have it for the original Xbox as well. Yeah, because my friend actually posted a picture of a sword going through the Xbox One. I was like, well, where's the backwards compatibility? Because PlayStation 4 now is the only console that doesn't have backwards compatibility. So it was like, oh, we do have PlayStation Now, which is we can play all the games and all of that. I went, all right, then. Well, how is it a one-time subscription, or is it a cost subscription or free? And he went, no, it's a one-time price. I went, how much? He said he didn't know. Oh, when you see now I turn the argument to, well, PlayStation are that stubborn and to get money out of you for backwards compatibility when Xbox are offering it for free. They're going to release 100 games by the time the holiday's over, and yet PlayStation now doing it at a cost. Why? Why? Because even Phil Spencer said it. We're not going to charge you for the games that you own. Like, literally, I'd have to. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to show it because my room's a tiny bit messy. But all the games that I have down here, all the Halos, all the Call of Duties, Titanfall, GTA 5, Aliens, Aliens vs Predator, and all that, FIFA, Sonic, Tekken, Red Dead Redemption, Brink, all of those games in their own right should get onto the backwards compatibility list. But it was then saying like, oh yeah, we gotta have San Andreas, Underground One, Underground Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. You gotta have GTA games on there. I went, yeah, good choices, but probably most of those would have been remade. And not only that, and also with backwards compatibility, it's also digital and disc copies. So it's like this is what people have been preaching about. It's like with 1,100 games released, that's like 1/11th of all the games that have been released over the 8-year lifespan that was the Xbox 360, and that is like great. It's something we've always wanted, and with my friend saying that, it's like, you know what? Is I can tell it's like, oh yeah, PlayStation smashed Xbox. No, if I was to really think about it, I'm detailing it later on. But if I was to really think about it, PlayStation and Xbox did have it even. They really did have it even in terms of their games, and I'll explain why in a minute. Now, after that, after that gargantuan announcement, they now released the Xbox Elite, which knocks Scuff out of the park. I don't know whether Scuff actually did get involved or whether they took their idea from Scuff, but now they've released the Xbox Elite, which actually now has better accuracy, accessories can be changed, hair triggers, pads in the bottom to help out with probably some driving games, but I think it can be used for shooting games as well. What else is there? But this is what I want to say about the Xbox Elite. I can understand. I was like, see, here's the thing about the Xbox Elite. It will knock Scuff out of the park if it's released for the same price as the normal controllers. That would just be brilliant. I can totally see Scuff being like, you know what, we're not selling Xbox controllers anymore. You guys have got the Xbox Elite. They've already seen it as a better and much cheaper option, and it does literally the same things we do. So we're not going to sell Xbox controllers apart from like branded ones that you already have. But if I can totally understand having a price increase to anywhere between like 50 and £60, uh, which I can believe is understandable. But if they put the price anywhere above 60, I'm not getting it because it's like, you know what, 60 quid on a controller would be enough of what I spent because of the new generation. Anywhere over that, I'm not doing it because it's like, hell, I can get 2 Xbox One games at that price. Even secondhand, I could probably get 3. So it's like, you know what, I'm not going to spend any more than 60 quid on a controller like that. So that part I can understand if they do have a price increase because of all the accessories. But if it's more than 60 quid, I'm not getting it at all. Because it is literally going to be the Scuff V2, but a tiny bit cheaper. That part I won't understand. It will knock it out of the damn park. If it's like at the normal price anyways. But no, other than that, the other games that were revealed, Fallout 4 looks brilliant, story's brilliant. I will definitely consider getting it. Uh, Forza Motorsport 6 looks great. Honors legacies of cars that were produced in real races. A 24 car multiplayer that looks amazing. Then there was a few others that I was actually quite surprised about. Cuphead, the 1930s like 16-bit game. That I actually find to be the most impressive one on the list. It's a very creative idea, it's a very innovative idea, and it works out actually pretty well. No one would even expect to say, hey, let's create a 1930s background game that acts like a 16-bit. No one would even think of that. But these two brothers that actually came out, I actually do think that they did pretty well with that, and it actually went really good. What else was there? Rare replays. I've got to give big shout out and a congratulations to Rare for holding their own for 30 years in the gaming business. And because of that, there's going to be a bundled copy with 30 games that Rare has released. They're going to put it onto one Xbox One disc and put it on there. That's including Battletoads, Conker's Bad Third Day, Banjo and Kazooie, Viva Pinata. It looks good. 10k gamer score. That's just brilliant. It's like, whoa, 10k gamer score. There's gonna be plenty of people grinding. If you're a retro gaming fan, that much I can say. Also, there was Recore. It looks brilliant. It's a brand new title. It's a brand new IP, and it actually does look pretty well. I'm not gonna lie about that. It's I'm gonna say literally it looks pretty well because everything did look pretty well. It's everything new to me. So Recore looks great. The story's great. I'm definitely considering about getting it. Gears of War remastered and Gears 4 looks brilliant. Everything's remastered beautifully. Gears 4 looks fantastic. And it's definitely a long wait for any Gears fan alike. Get EA Access, a good subscription idea that should have been done last year. It should have been done last year. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Because for $5 a month, you get to. I don't know whether it's $5 a month or it's $5 as a one-time fee. If so, then it's still a brilliant idea. But for $5 a month, you actually get to play all the EA titles early and get them at and get all EA exclusive like microtransactions and all that at a discounted price at the Xbox store, which actually really isn't a bad idea. But it should have been done last year. It really should have been done last year because there was games like Titanfall, Dragon Age Inquisition, FIFA 15 that were all released around then. It was like, whoa, that's actually some pretty good shit. That should have been done. What else is there? Good ideas has been a sketch. Also, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 looks great, but honestly, I haven't played it. I probably never will, so I honestly really don't care. Now, this is the part where I explain why PlayStation and Xbox are even. PlayStation's lineup of games are just as good as what Xbox has to offer. This will make any retro player or any modern player shit their pants because it's like honestly, this is a fantastic lineup of games. I have to give kudos to PlayStation 4 for that. And if there's any fanboys that want to give me shit over this video, just listen to everything in detail because I'm not gonna go through all those comments. Honestly, I won't. Final Fantasy VII being remade. Holy moly, that is a fantastic game, fantastic retro game, being remade for the PlayStation 4. That incredible. Can't wait. Can't wait to see PlayStation 4 fans literally jizz their pants at midnight release. No Man's Sky, it looks colourful, it looks creative, it does look really well, I'm not going to lie. Uncharted 4, I've played Uncharted 3 for a tiny bit, so Uncharted 4 should topple it, and it does look pretty damn well. Last Guardian, Hitman, another Hitman game, Horizon Zero Dawn, Street Fighter 5, Dreams, and the Destiny DLC pack number 3. A fantastic lineup of games, in my opinion. Kudos to PlayStation for that lineup. But considering that I'm more of an Xbox fan, I'm more going to be opinionated towards Xbox. I'm not going to say biased, otherwise I would have literally just took a shit on PlayStation 4 and oh yeah, Final Fantasy 7 shit. Final Fantasy 7 remake, no, why are they making that as a waste of time? What about Uncharted 4? That's a piece of shit too. No, I'm giving PlayStation, here, listen to me, okay? Okay, you listening? I am giving PlayStation respect for their lineup of games. I am even. Before the Xbox was done, I was playing PS1 and PS2 like you fanboys. Okay? I'm giving PlayStation respect. 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 Lineup of games are fantastic. I cannot lie about PlayStation 4. This is why I say they're even, because you've got Xbox with their ideas and their games, and you've got PS4 with their games. That just boosts them up. It's like anything that they could have said, they could have given a discount on their membership. They could have given out new controllers like what Xbox did and all that. But to be perfectly honest with you, Xbox with their accessories, their lineups, and their games, perfect. With PlayStation 4, just their games is good enough to keep it even. So that's why I'm calling it even. But to be quite honest, I've owned an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One, and the last time I hold a PlayStation console was a PSP. So that's why I'm opinionated towards Xbox, because I've stuck with Xbox since Halo 3 in 2007. I've spent 8 years of my time on the Xbox, and it's not going to change anytime soon. With Halo 5 Guardians coming out, there's no way I'm going to switch to PlayStation 4 until I can say that there's really nothing to offer on Xbox, and I may consider getting a PlayStation 4, or even further across the line, maybe another PlayStation console in the future. But it's not going to change anytime soon. Alright? Now, fanboys, I hope you've listened everything in detail, because I don't want to hear your illogical comments in this. I don't want to see your illogical comments in this comment section about, oh, you're an Xbox fanboy, you're giving PlayStation shit. No, I'm giving PlayStation respect because of how how can I put it? The games lineup for PlayStation 4 makes it even than what it makes the console war side of things on who won E3 even at the moment than what Xbox has to offer with their games. Alright? Their games, their accessories, their ideas, the backwards compatibility and all that, I would say literally they're about like that. It's close to even. That's Xbox, this is PlayStation, literally they're just about even. But that's my opinion. You can take it any way you want, but I don't want to see your illogical comments saying that, oh, you gave PlayStation shit because I said, oh, you're Final Fantasy VII shit in a sarcastic way. No. I give PlayStation kudos because their classic games were far beyond my expectations. If I look back on it now, I say that I did good with the games that I played. The Crash Bandicoot trilogy, the Spyro trilogy, Medieval, Tekken 1 and 2. If it wasn't for Tekken, I wouldn't be in fighting games. And they started out on the PlayStation in 1995. There's Tekken Tag Tournament for the PlayStation 2. Tekken 4, my favourite Tekken game on PlayStation 2. There was Sonic on a Sega consoles. Yes, I did have a working Sega console. Yes, I did have a working N64, a PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, even before I was switching to Xbox, and even then, I was playing golf. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003 and 5. Both actually pretty good games with a good song choice, but even then, that was when I was used to playing golf. Then I got into games like Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2. By the way, those Halo 3 and well, I'd probably say Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST were the games that made me stay with Xbox. And plus with their games lineup, even with Sonic 06 and Sonic Gen, I am saying Sonic 06 because by the time Sonic 06 came out and we got it, I was like, what, 9? Actually wait, no, I wasn't 9, I was lying. Probably about 12, 13. I couldn't care less about games now than what I do. Now I'm nearly 19 years old. I care more and review more about games than what I ever did when I was younger. I became more of a critique. And the way I see things right now, PlayStation has a great lineup of games. I cannot deny about PlayStation. Xbox has just been the console for me for years now, and it's not going to change. My loyalty with Xbox is going to stay. It's not going to change anytime soon. I'm sorry that I've seemed to have repeated every longer, but fanboys need to learn a lesson. That's the only reason why this video has lasted long enough. But no, overall, the show for Xbox was fantastic. The game lineup for PlayStation 4, brilliant. Far beyond my expectations of what PlayStation has to offer for games. And the only thing that I would say I would change is that obviously with EA Access, they should have done it last year or even when Xbox One was released. With PlayStation, they should offer a free they should offer a free way of backwards compatibility, because there's so many old school games that you can just download in the store. And also for you PlayStation fanboys, sooner or later, and I'm already convinced myself to do this, sooner or later down the line, I'm getting my hands on the PlayStation Vita. You want to know why? Yeah, I can play all the nostalgic games. Portable, the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, the Spyro trilogy, Tekken 1 and 2, Medieval, and Disney's Hercules. I can get all of them for £40 and a PlayStation Vita for £150. So don't go sit there and say, oh, yeah, you're an Xbox fanboy when I'm already considering myself getting a PlayStation Vita, and I started out my main console career on the PlayStation. Don't go saying that. I'll be pissed off if I have to go through that and see it. But no, anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this kind of long ass review on what I thought of the Xbox briefing. I literally had all my notes on the right hand side, and I was flicking through the left hand side because I normally do that. I normally look at the kind of the how can I put it, the camera spec like that. I normally look over there rather than at the camera. Hello. I normally look to the left just so I can see myself, and that way I just don't screw up and go whatever. You know what I mean? So that's why I normally do it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you can, leave a like. It'll be amazing. This is actually the first time I've done a scripted video. All of the other videos that I've done beforehand have been literally done without a script. It's literally been winged all the time. This is the first time I've had to do a scripted video. So that's kind of good. I may do more, but I did wean off the script a little bit because I'm actually used to winging it. So if you can, leave a like, and I shall see you guys soon. I'm probably thinking about playing more Halo and all of that, but with backwards compatibility, I'm gonna list off of all the Xbox 360 games that I currently own, and by the time the holiday's over, I'm gonna do a vlog basically saying about the games that are available for backwards compatibility and if I own them. If I do, I'm gonna put them down in the description, and I want you guys to either like, dislike, or comment on what games I should do, because I want to record a hell of a lot more games now that this feature is available. I can now play Titanfall without getting it on the Xbox One. I can now play GTA 5 without getting it on the Xbox One. I can now play Black Ops 2, even though, to be quite honest, I really don't want to. Modern Warfare 3, Halo 3. I can play all the Halos separate. You know what I mean? So I can do a hell of a lot more. So what I'll do that in the future. When the holiday's over, I'll post a comment. I'll post a comment. I'll post a video saying about it and what games are available, and if so, what games you want me to do videos on. Because trust me, I want to do a hell of a lot more videos now I've got this time available. So hopefully I shall see you guys soon. See you guys on another video, and peace.